Hey everyone, welcome back to the Karim Ghelani Show, where we talk about health, wealth, the human psyche, bringing in more abundance into our lives, and ultimately improving our own frequency while improving the Earth's frequency at the same time. So today I'd like to talk about an important topic, gratitude and the power of our words. All right, so let me define what gratitude really is. It's being thankful for what you have, being thankful to others, and being thankful for the universe for the life that you have currently. Simple words carry big meaningful resonance like thank you, please, I appreciate you, good job, I love you. Notice the frequency of these words. They're high vibrational. When you use high vibrational words and stay in a high frequency state, a gratitude frequency, your manifestations are going to come in much faster. Now, a lot of people say the universe doesn't speak English, French, German, Hindi, whatever language you speak. However, they do speak vibration. They do speak frequency. So the universe speaks all of the languages around the entire world because they communicate through us through frequencies, and we communicate with them back through frequencies and through our vibrations. And if we keep our vibration in a high frequency, our manifestations are going to come to us way quicker than we expected. We always talk about this: energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, the power of our words, how that's going to help us, help the people around us in our personal relationships and in our business relationships. Let's talk about that. So when you are speaking to somebody in a personal level and you're going to, let's say, the grocery store, and after you get your bags handed to you, you say thank you. And you say it just like that, in that frequency, thank you, like you really meant it. That person is now in a high vibrational frequency and feels that resonance from you because it came from a genuine place and it came from a place of love. When things come from a place of love, they have a very big impact, not only on yourself and your own psyche, but on the people around you. Now, once you change that one person's life by saying thank you, their vibration frequency increases. And by that, it takes a domino effect and ultimately affects the frequency of the other people they deal with and interact with throughout the day. You're changing many, many lives just by saying a simple thank you. Now, another word, please. We often in business forget to say, please, can you send this email out? Please, in a text. Please, can you kindly do this for me? We just say commanding words like, get this done, do this now. There's a deadline. We need this done by tomorrow. What that creates is nothing but panic. When we're in a panic mode in our mental state, what essentially happens is that we're not performing at our optimal levels. We are performing at our optimal levels when we are the most relaxed. That's when we have the most creativity come out of us. That's when we have the best versions of ourselves come out of us. That's when we can give out our best performance. Now, it's not just the words, it's how you use the words. Now, if somebody does something that's a kind gesture and just say, okay, thanks. Notice the frequency. It was quick. It was dismissive. And that didn't probably resonate the same way you meant it to resonate. You want it to resonate properly. So the frequency and the way you say the word is the most important thing. So thank you, not thanks. Please, not please. Notice the differences. When I say please, how does that make you feel? And when I say please, how does that make you feel? You're probably resonating at a higher frequency when you hear the first word. When I said please the first time, that's when it resonated with you because I said it genuinely. I said it from the kindness of my heart, and it came from my heart space. It came from my heart chakra. Remember the power of your words and the resonance and the frequency they carry, and live in this gratitude frequency, because gratitude is not just about saying thank you and please. It's also about a state of mind. It's a lifestyle. It's how you live your life. The other day, I did a simple act, which I thought was just normal. I was getting my blood work done. We like to keep the physical vessel clean, so I had to make sure I did my checkup, right? And I opened the door for somebody. She was an elderly lady in her 80s, and she was walking with a cane, and I just opened the door for her like second nature, right? She must have said thank you to me about 4 or 5 times. And I was like, thought it's just normal. But for her, that was a big deal. It's shifted her perspective because now she's like, hey, there's kind people out there. It shifted my perspective in terms of how my day was going because I'm nervous about my blood test. You guys know about my anxiety. So, it put us both in a frequency of like connection, resonance, harmony, and it created a bond. What we want to do as human beings is create more bonds with more people. The more bonds and genuine bonds that you create will elevate your frequency. Now, what does this have to do with your manifestations? Well, once you're in a high frequency and a high vibration, your manifestations are going to come in much quicker because you're being grateful for what you have. And right now, in these uncertain times where things aren't actually stable as we would necessarily call stable. And that's just an understatement. It is tough out there right now, socioeconomically, politically. But it's what we do in these times that shows our strength, that shows our resilience, that shows our character, that shows who we are as human beings. In these tough times, that's what's going to define who you are as a human being. And that's what the universe looks for, that frequency. How is this person, how are you going to react in this uncertain time that we're in right now? Are you going to react with fear, judgment, anger, resentment? Or are you going to react with compassion, kindness, positivity, and gratitude? Notice the word, notice the frequency of that word, gratitude. I live a life of gratitude. Say that to yourself. I live a life of gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, say thank you. Thank you, universe, because I woke up today. The fact that you woke up today is a blessing, guys. It's a huge blessing. The fact that you have loved ones around you, a huge blessing. Now, when you're speaking to your family members, speak to them with love. When you're speaking to your friends, speak to them with love. Say thank you. When somebody does something nice for you, say I appreciate you. How many times do we go without saying something like I appreciate you? Notice what that does for that other person. They probably haven't heard I appreciate you in such a long time. It elevates their frequency and their vibration. Now you're in the frequency appreciation, appreciating everything that you have, appreciating the nature around you, appreciating the loved ones that are around you, appreciating the beautiful things that the universe, God, source, anything you want to call it, has put on this earth for us to enjoy. Now, times are difficult. I know that. I'm well aware. I watch the news, but I do not get transfixed into it. You have to have knowledge. However, knowledge isn't power, as they always say. You know what's power? Wisdom is power. How do you use that knowledge? Knowledge is at the touch of our fingertips now. I can go on ChatGPT and ask them anything I want and they'll give me an answer. That's knowledge. What I choose to do with that knowledge and making a wise decision based on the knowledge that I've just inserted into my mind and I've just acquired that knowledge and what I do with that knowledge and wisely making a decision. Okay, how am I going to use this new information that I have to better myself, to better my loved ones, to better the earth? What am I going to do with that knowledge? That's wisdom. That's more powerful than knowledge. Yes, knowledge is important. Stay informed. Have as much information at your fingertips as you possibly can and keep learning, keep reading positive media, positive books, inspirational quote, inspirational music. What this is going to do is keep you in a high vibrational frequency and a high resonance, which is going to make your manifestations come in way faster. You want love? Be loving. You want kindness? Be kind. You want money? Be giving. And I don't mean by giving just your money. Give your time, give your energy, give your love, give smiles. Give compliments. Now, if you're in a business setting, which I am, I have two companies. I'm a CEO of both companies. And there's times where things are due. There's deadlines that have to be met. And we're a company where there's nobody that's in a hierarchical system. Nobody's higher than anybody else. Nobody's lower than anybody else. We're all at the same level. That's how we function. And that's our culture. So what we do, and we make this a practice, we make this a mindful practice, is when somebody does a good job, we say, hey, good job, Tom. When somebody does something that's going above and beyond what they were supposed to do, we say, man, you did an amazing job. I appreciate you. Great job. This is excellent work. Now, it's not inauthentic because these people are actually doing a great job. Come from a place of authenticity. I'm not telling you to go around and fake smile at everybody around you. Use your discernment doing that. However, I am telling you to be a kinder person. Be more aware and mindful of the words you speak to yourself. Be aware and mindful of the words you speak to others. Open doors. Say thank you. Say please. And say them in a way where it feels authentic not only to you, but to the person on the receiving end as well. Because authenticity is key. Once you know who you are at a soul level, the windows, the doors, whatever you want to call them, the floodgates, they're going to open for you. The seas will part for you guys. Once you know who you are at a soul level and what you are, because you're here, is somebody that wants to improve their life, that wants to improve the life of other people, and incrementally, each and every single day, increase the frequency and vibration of the entire earth. That's who you are. You're a superstar. You're a change maker. Because by changing yourself, you're changing the world around you. You're changing the earth's frequency. You're shifting vibrations. You're shifting frequencies. You're shifting timelines. You're shifting people's lives for each and every single action you do. So notice certain things in business, like if you want a deadline met, I'm going to say two things. They're going to be the exact same sentence. Notice the frequency of each one. Hey, Scott, I need this done by tomorrow, man. Second, hey, Scott, I need this done by tomorrow, man. Now, in the second version, when I said it in a pleasant and direct way, and I asked the exact same question, or I made the exact same statement, I had a higher frequency and a higher resonance and a higher vibration. Now, the person on the other end, my colleague, is going to feel much better, be peaceful, absolutely know that I have their back and their best interest at hand. That creates a culture of positivity, of gratitude, of appreciating each other. Now, another thing, a lot of times we'll be on the phone, we want to finish our thought and we want to make sure that, the other person is listening to us, and we say, let me finish. Here's what that does, guys. It makes the other person think that what they're saying is not important and what you're saying is more important than what they're saying. And sometimes it can also come off as a little bit rude as well. So instead of saying, let me finish in a business conversation, say, hey, you know what? Just got one more thought. Can I just finish? Something with a little higher resonance, something with a little higher frequency, a more kind vibration. That's going to make a difference, because now you just told that person you appreciate, you're listening to what they're saying, yet you want to finish your thought as well. You're not commanding them and saying, let me finish. You're asking them, can I please finish, man? I got this great thought. Now you're asking permission. It makes a huge difference in the business environment. And this is going to be the shift in the way people work now and in the future. The old ways, making commands and telling people do this, do that, it's gone, guys. We're shifting into a new earth frequency of a higher frequency, a higher vibration, where people are going to want to work with people they like, that they respect, and they want to work for. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is our peace of mind, our tranquility, and our happiness, and our joy, right? We want to take that home with us at the end of a workday. We don't want to take away negativity and stress, and deadlines are real. We've got to get things done. We're in a fast-paced type of environment right now. Things have to get done. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I'm in the business world, so I get it. However, it's the approach you take when you're asking people certain things. The way you use your words is so powerful. It can either make someone's day or break someone's day. And what do you want to do eventually? You essentially want to make someone's day. You want to make somebody feel good. You want to make somebody feel appreciated. You want to make people feel like they're worthy, because you're worthy. We're a human collective. We're a human consciousness. We're a human race. By helping each other, by doing acts of service, by opening doors, by saying thank you, by saying please, by asking for permission, validating people, giving them a pat on the back. And I talked about this before, that external validation is not the most important thing, because it starts from within, having self-confidence, having self-esteem, and having self-love. But how good does it feel when somebody says, hey man, hey Susie, hey Jen, how you doing? You're doing an amazing job. You know that presentation you just gave? It was amazing. I just wanted to tell you, I had to come and tell you one-on-one how amazing of a presentation you just made. You weren't inauthentic when you said that, because that person, Jennifer, Susan, Mike, whoever it may be, did make an amazing presentation, and you acknowledged that. You appreciated that. You gave validation to that person. Now, in return, watch how the universe has a boomerang effect, and you get that same type of frequency and resonance in your life. Somebody's now going to tell you, hey, Karim, I appreciate you. You're doing a great job, man. The way you're running this company is amazing. You're doing it with love. You're doing it with compassion. Because look, there has to be production. We have to produce. We have to make things happen. But it's how we make those things happen and how we communicate when we want to make these things happen that makes a huge difference. Everybody's frequency needs to be in a relaxed, calm state of mind. That's why I always stress the importance of breathing exercises. I've talked about the holotropic method, the Wim Hof method. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, breathe out. I think every meeting should begin with a breathing exercise. Every single meeting. If you own a company and you're a CEO or manager, and I'm talking to a lot of CEOs, if I'm probably talking to some big CEOs here right now, and some managers and some people that have the influence, start the meeting and tell everybody to take a deep breath. You know what that does? It calms everybody's nervous system. It creates an environment of peace and tranquility, and now everybody's at their best. And now they're going to perform at their optimal levels. How powerful is that? By creating an environment of peace and tranquility, you've created an environment of high productivity, high vibration, high frequency, happy people. When people are happy, they're going to do a better job. They're going to be more relaxed when they do their presentations. They're going to be more relaxed when they're editing, whatever industry you're in. It's what we do in these uncertain times that makes us who we are. It's easy to say thank you and please and opening doors, when the world's in a stable place, when there's certainty, when the economy is good, when inflation is low, when there aren't any wars, really makes you a unique individual is what you do in the tough times, in the times when the economy might not be so well. That's when you as a human being need to step up and take these little actions. These little actions can change lives one at a time, which can actually change the world. And we as a collective want to shift into this new frequency, this new earth that we are birthing right now as you and I speak, where our kids and our kids' generation, they're going to be living in a place of love, peace, joy, compassion, kindness, happiness, peace of mind, tranquility. Gone are the days of commanding people what to do, using your power in inappropriate ways. Those days are gone. You know what? I want to work with people I like, I appreciate, that I know appreciate me. I want to be in relationships and friendships that are reciprocal, that people that are well-wishers, people that give me affirmations of confidence, and you want the same thing. You want people in your life that appreciate you, that say positive words of encouragement to you, that give you a hug when you need that hug. We've been given these gifts, so we can use these gifts for the good, or we can use these gifts for the not so good. Let's use it for the good, because we're powerful human beings. And at another level, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Let's make this experience a good one, not only for you, for the earth, for the people around you, for the barista that serves you your coffee every day. Say thank you to her. Thanks for my latte. Can you please put extra foam in there? Or whatever you like in terms of coffee. Maybe you're not a coffee person. Maybe you're a tea person. I'm neither. I like kombucha. Non-alcoholic. All right? We got a sober vibe going on in my life. And that's another thing. Sobriety is going to keep you at a high frequency and a high vibration. You're going to feel like saying please. You're going to feel like saying thank you. You're going to feel like giving that hug. You're going to feel like being appreciative. And when you're in a high frequency and a high vibrational being and you're being mindful, guess what the universe does? It speaks all those languages. It speaks the language of frequency and vibration, because energy is everything. And it's all there is to it, as Albert Einstein said. When you're emitting energy and frequency and vibration that's in a high resonance and saying words that are in a high, powerful resonance that make people feel good about themselves, that make people feel empowered, that make people feel enlightened, appreciated, respected, loved, the universe gives that right back to you with the law of reciprocity. And your manifestations are going to flow way quicker. They're going to start coming in. You're like, I didn't even expect that to come. And now it's in my reality. It's because you're in control. You're in the driver's seat. You're making moves. You're making things happen. Do everything you do in every day of your life. Do it with love. Do it from your heart chakra. Do it from your heart space. All right? That's all I got for today. Thank you, my star seeds, my superstars, my healers. I love you. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.